Good morning, everybody. I am up early, finished my yoga, and I am going to make some of this whole grain zucchini banana bread. This is from the Baby-Led Feeding book, which I love, by Jenna Helwig. I've talked about this a ton. Haven't looked at it in a while, so anyway, this makes a loaf, cake, and well, it's really cake, not really bread. It's really a giant muffin is what you're making. But I have these insanely overripe bananas that need to go, and I have zucchini, so I thought this would be a fun twist. Plus, I have the baking bug since those fig bars totally failed the other day. I need something. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this morning. Paul's still sleeping, that's why I'm kind of trying to be quiet. I don't know if this will be ready for breakfast, but at least it will be something to have in the afternoon with coffee. I'm just lining my tin here, and I've mentioned this before, my favorite parchment paper to use are these they're made for circle pans, but they fit these pans really well too. And you can get them off Amazon, that's where I get mine, and they just fit so perfectly in a loaf pan, and then you have these little tabs to pull it out when you're done. So Paul is awake. He is currently sitting in his crib, hitting his back on the back of his crib. I can hear him. So hopefully he just gives me a couple minutes. I need 2 cups of grated zucchini. I'm using this big guy. He's from last week, so he's seen better days. Let me grate this. A little more than 2 cups, but that's okay. We're gonna go with that. Okay, so in this bowl, I'm gonna put my really ripe bananas, and I have 3 of them. These completely snuck up on me. I bought them at Costco. Oh, I guess it was a while ago. It was the Thursday before Matt's parents came, and they weren't here last weekend, so yeah, it's been a week and a half. How does that happen? It goes by so fast. Let me just mash these with a fork. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good. So basically, I'm just putting all the wet in here. So this 1, 2 eggs, a half a cup of sugar, some oil. This is avocado oil. If I had a little bit more time, I would have melted some coconut oil. That would have been really good in here. The bananas, vanilla, 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna add a little bit more. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, so let's just mix these. No mixer required. Just using my fork. Perfect. And then we're just gonna add our dry. So this is 1 cup of all-purpose white flour, 1 cup of whole wheat flour, some cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just making sure there's no lumps, just kind of put it in my hand there. So if you're making this for baby, you'd stop here, but you can, what she calls, age it up. So I'm gonna say Paul is old enough to handle this. I'm gonna add 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And finally, get this grated zucchini in here. Whoop. All right, let's mix this up. So I have another zucchini bread recipe. Maybe I'll have to make that soon. I'm sure my CSA, I'll be getting tons of zucchini. It's my mother-in-law's recipe, and it's apple, carrot, zucchini loaves. And I think it makes 2, so I make 1 and freeze 1. I don't think I made those last year. They're very delicious, so I'll have to make that another time. Okay, just mixing until I don't see any more flour. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Put our baking pan here. I'm gonna move you. Let's get all of this in here. This looks like a lot better. Just double checking. Spray 1 loaf pan. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't 2 and I was messing this up. All right, so it's all in here. This is super duper full. Spread it out just a little bit. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna put this on a sheet pan with a silk pad just in case. All right, oven's at 350, and this cooks for 55 to 60 minutes. So here's the bread out of the oven. It looks pretty delicious. I'm just letting it cool, and I'll probably slice some and have some with like afternoon coffee or something. Maybe we'll have some with lunch and see if Paul likes it. But that's cooling right there. It is officially summer. My hair is crazy. It is so humid today. We're supposed to get storms today and every day this week. So it already looks dark. My app says it's not supposed to start raining for like a couple more hours, but we can't walk anyway because of Mo. This is what I do now. I catch him scratching. He was trying to rub his chin because he has the stitches there. He's sneaky about it now. He was really brazen in the beginning, would like take his back foot and you could hear it and he'd be like, no. But now he's sneaky. He rubs his face on furniture and the floor. I did put his cone on in the afternoon when we were down here just because he would not leave it alone. So I'm Hawkeye watching him. He still wears the soft cone at night when we're sleeping, and when I put Paul down for a nap, I'm obviously not watching Mo, so I put the cone on him then. He's getting sneaky though. But I'm looking at my to-do list. I already vacuumed upstairs, emptied the garbage cans upstairs. I don't have a lot on my to-do list today, which is quite lovely. I have to wash the dog bedding, like Mo's fleece. I wash that every 2 weeks. And I have to clean my downstairs bathroom, but that's like a powder room. It takes like 2 seconds. And polish furniture. I hate doing that. We'll see if I do that or not. What else do we have to do today? I am going to book our vacation. I can't believe we're going on vacation. It feels like vacation is still not a possibility, but we vacation every year except for last year, right? Yeah, except for last year. We go to the Outer Banks, North Carolina. We usually stayed in a hotel when we were single and we basically just ate out every day. We're not going to do that this year. We're actually going to get a house and it's slim pickings, let me tell you. So I found one house, oceanfront, the week we wanted. And I was just waiting for Matt to say he could take those days off. He emailed me and said that he could. So as soon as Paul goes to sleep, I'm going to try to book that. And also at the same time, so don't forget, book Mo for, what's it called? Where'd they go? I'm blanking on the term. He's going to a kennel. He's gone there before. He likes going there. We love them. But I want to book that just so everything's set and I don't have to worry about it. And then we have to wait till September to go on vacation, but no big deal. We're going to try Thursday through Sunday. We're not going to do a week because I honestly don't know what Paul's going to do. I figure we'll just keep it a little shorter this year. And the house that I found does not have a pool, which kind of stinks, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not complaining. But anyway, that's my exciting update. What else can I update you on? I didn't do an update on this. So if you were watching, I did a video a few weeks back saying trying to conceive baby number 2. And the week Matt's parents came, my cycle ended and a new cycle started, if you know what that means. So that was kind of a bummer. And I had to process that while we had people in the house, which was just, so my anxiety was just like all over the place. But new day, new cycle. So we shall see what happens. So this is officially, I don't know if I just said this or not. This is officially our 3rd cycle trying. I realized that it does not happen overnight. It took us 21 months the first time. Is what it is. But I just wanted to give you an update on that. What else are we doing today? We did the zucchini bread already. I did a video a couple weeks ago, not a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago on my cloth diaper update. I'm ditching the microfiber and using cotton. So I got Matt a whole bunch of t-shirts from Target and I took his old ones and I just need to cut them up. So I'm going to do that today. My diapers, cloth diapers, are done in the washer. They need to be hung up. It's 89% humidity outside, so I'm not even going to bother putting them outside. You could put them in the dryer, but they take forever, especially with those hemp liners. So I'm going to bring my clothes drying rack inside and put it in my reading room because I will see that when I go up and down the stairs just so I don't forget about them. So I'm going to leave them there all day. We have the air conditioning on, so they should dry relatively quickly. And then Paul has story time again. That started up, which is nice because he likes that. And I don't think we're doing a whole lot today. For dinner, I have taco meat that's left over from later last week, and I'm going to make, I saw on Moss Family TV, Fallon made these crispy taco burrito kind of things. So I think I'm going to do that, just kind of my version. I have the leftover taco meat. It has bell pepper and corn in it. And I think I'm going to make some white rice and put it in a shell, the meat mixture, cheese. I'll put sour cream on Matt's. I don't like sour cream. Wrap it all up and then toast them in my cast iron with just a little bit of butter. It looked delicious. So I think that's what we're going to have for dinner with the salad because we have CSA greens that we need to go through. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I got to go pick up another CSA. So the greens like build up on you. You got to be on top of the salads. So I think that's everything we're doing today.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, together. Ooh. Then one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up a pen and paper, and started writing. Probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining, or something cliche like ooh. Baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love song, and I tried to make it beautiful. It's a song about your sweetheart, and how nobody can steal me away. Yeah, I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know. As he sang, she started to dance, grabbed his arm and took his hand.
Okay, so those are done. That didn't take too long. Just in time for story time. So here's all my inserts. I've talked about this before. These are 100% cotton t-shirts. I cut the sleeves and the neck off just so that they lay more flat. And then I stuff these in my diapers. You can also use your sewing machine and sew around so they stay like this. I actually prefer them to open up in the wash because I feel like they dry a lot faster, just my personal preference. And just to mention, I wish I had a garden, I do not. But these little scraps here make awesome ties, like to tie tomatoes to a steak and stuff. You just cut them in little strips. I've done that before. Sadly, I don't have a vegetable garden yet, maybe one day in the future, so I don't have a use for these, unfortunately. But I just wanted to mention they make awesome vegetable ties, I guess is what you'd call them. So it's lunchtime. I just made smoothies, and now I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this zucchini banana bread, and me and Paul are gonna have that with our lunch. See, let's bring him closer. I can tell you it smells really good. So cut this end slice off here. See, did I cook it all the way through? I have a tendency to not do that. No, I think it looks really good. Yummy. So I'm gonna have some salted butter on mine because that's really, any bread is just an excuse for butter in my opinion. But I'm just gonna cut up Paul's into probably like stick size pieces, and we'll see if he likes it. Good job. Thank you. Is that cake? Ooh. Is this good? That was a big piece. What do you think? Is it good? Yeah. I think he likes it. And then as promised, here's mine with some butter on it. It looks delicious. Probably doesn't even need the butter. I'm countering mine with a big smoothie. Me and Paul are both having a berry spinach smoothie. And then we're gonna go for nap time. Okay, so for these crispy taco things we're making for dinner, I'm gonna make some rice, and I'm gonna do it in the Instant Pot, and I'm gonna do it in this insert. Paul's right here. So that's 1/3 cup of white rice, and then I've been adding lately quinoa to mine. I'm also gonna add just like half a tablespoon or so of butter, and then it's kind of a 1-to-1. So I'm gonna add, sorry, using my Naldi water. There's 1/3, and we'll just add like a half of a 1/3. There we go. Then I'm gonna bring this over here. I already have my Instant Pot set up with a rack in there. And I don't know what this, I've heard people call this something like a container and container. I'm just doing this because I don't want to wash my whole Instant Pot for just making a little bit of rice. So I'm going to put lid on, sealing like the usual, and then I always just hit my rice button. And it's gonna sit there for like probably about 45 minutes till we're ready to use it. Okay, so here's the dinner setup. I'm just waiting for Matt to get out of the shower because he was outside doing stuff when he got home. So I have tortillas, I have fresh salsa, Mexican style cheese. This is the leftover taco meat with bell peppers and corn. This is the white rice and quinoa I just made, and I'm gonna make them here and put them in the cast iron skillet with a little bit of butter. I'm just gonna make Paul a cheese quesadilla really fast because I know he won't eat this stuff. So that is what we're doing for dinner.